And here at the top right position of Xel'Naga Caverns is our Terran player in the red in the top right.
Member of Team Prime.
Playing Terran.
Playing Terran.
With red units. Oh, I didn't hear it that time. They kind of snuck it in. And here is our Zerg player. Played very well until he was eliminated by Terran and GSL. Trying to eliminate Terran here.
I am LosirA.
We've seen a lot of improvements in LosirA, and last game especially, he showed some great control of this early. He wasn't sloppy at all. Here's LosirA fan in the crowd. We've got a picture there. He gives us the thumbs up.
Dude, those kids.
Yeah, those are some really young guys, and they actually brought us drinks earlier.
They gave us
so
like
nice.
They got the little cups that we have here for water, and they like made us little Gatorade cups for us and like the Korean commentators too. It was so cute.
Yeah, really nice guys here at the studio.
You know, the guy at the beginning said, "I am LosirA." He isn't. He's actually Lee.
Yeah.
We found out who Street Fighter voice guy is.
Yeah, he actually bought me a McDonald's last night.
Yeah.
How cool is that? The Street Fighter voice guy bought me a McDonald's last night.
If you ever watched the Korean stream, well, I guess you probably won't know anyway, but one of the commentators, his name is Lee, and he's a really cool guy.
He is the coolest guy. So, excuse me, voice kind of had a funny moment there. LosirA actually trying to be very annoying with his drone scout, but is finally forced out. Polt got gas again, so I think we're going to see that same Hellion opener from him.
Yeah, pretty early gas. He's had it for a while.
LosirA hash first. Sometimes risky, but when you know that your opponent's got gas, sometimes you can just kind of relax and go, okay, he's not going to really bunker me. We may see Polt try to bunker again. We tried it last game. Kind of cancel it. Really quick second gas going up.
That drone sees everything, and wow, he's mining a lot of gas and cancels the second gas afterwards. Another little manor bunker just to try and get him to pull drones here. He's trying to be cute with his micro. He's doing a pretty good job of keeping that SCV alive.
That drone just got so frustrated, he just stopped. He was trying to kill the SCV, just got so frustrated, he was like, ah.
Well, the SCV's hidden in a little corner there.
Yeah.
And that SCV is so low on health, needs to get out of there, trying to run around the side, and oh, bites the dust.
I think he's just going to leave that bunker there. Slows down the mining.
Yeah,
just cancel
it slows down, makes two patches a lot harder to mine.
At this point, LosirA knows, okay, you're doing the same thing you did last game, almost identically. He's already making that Roach Warren, getting prepared.
I have a feeling he's going to make 3 Roaches.
3 Roaches. On this map, though, it's a lot harder to defend. You don't have that narrow choke point.
That's true. That's true.
Might have to make 5 Roaches.
Whoa. Can you imagine? Man, those 3 Roaches did so much damage last game. If he makes 5, Polt is in trouble.
He is. It's like nothing he does is going to work. Berglund comes up here, does confirm this reactored Hellions. Polt making a command center, though, and a second barracks behind this, so expanding a lot faster than he did last game.
Yep, and he is, in fact, getting out a few Roaches, getting his second Queen going.
To be exact.
No Spine Crawler, which is sort of puzzling, but at the same time, you can't protect your whole base with 1 Spine Crawler, so it makes sense to just get extra Roaches.
Right. Here come those Roaches now. First 2 are out. Trying to target down a drone. Nice control by LosirA, pulling the drones back.
Yep. Flames barely licking the tail end of that Roach.
Can't kill those Roaches with Hellions. You need like 50 Hellions to kill 1 Roach.
But you can use Marauders, though, and he is making... I believe he just made a Marauder.
Yes, he did. He did make 1 Marauder.
So I wonder if he's going to go for some kind of a
hold that
Hellion
thought,
timing.
because here come the Hellions into the main. And LosirA's drone stacking up a lot. Oh, no. LosirA losing a lot of drones here. Oh, losing so many drones. Oh, man. Polt killing so many drones.
An entire office of drones getting slaughtered by those 4 Hellions.
15 drones killed, and the Hellions even escaped. Full trap.
Yeah, he lost, in fact, 14, nice guess, 14 drones in that. That was ridiculous. LosirA is so far behind right now. All Polt has to do is just chill and defend a few
Polt's
Roaches.
Already got the command center up. And this time those 3 Roaches did not do their job. Should have blocked the ramp with them.
Yeah, that was...
And that was a pretty novice mistake. Most people nowadays know that when you're attacked by Hellions, you don't just pull all your drones because they line up That's when the Hellions killed them. It's almost like watching a beta game where people found out Hellions were good and just everyone was dying for a while, especially when Roaches had a smaller range. You could like kite Roaches with Hellions.
Yeah, you really have to split them up a lot.
The best thing to do, actually, is grab all of your drones and press S, the stop position, and then use the F1 key and just spam it and right-click sporadically, and they'll split all in different directions. Tick, trip, tick. It's a tip for the nubs, is what I was trying to say. It's a trick, it's a tip, it's both. It's a trick.
It's a trip.
Trick
It's
that.
a tick. And here comes some Hellions looking for more kills. And not this time, but man, those Hellions have already done their damage.
They really have.
Yeah, so now Polt's chilling here at 32 SCVs, and actually LosirA,
he cranked out a ton of drones.
Yeah, he said, all right, well, I still have my 4 Roaches. That's all I need. So he made a ton of drones to make up for it. Could be so far ahead, though. He's really low on forces right now. If Polt pushes right now, there's nothing he can do about it.
Yeah, I think that may be what Polt is planning. Stim is about 3/4 of the way done. I think he might try to go for an attack as soon as that finishes. He is making Marauders as well off of 2 Tech Lab Barracks, so that's going to be plenty enough. And he's actually still got those Hellions, which are going to serve well against the Zerglings. So he's got a pretty scary army coming up here, Moltrap.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. He's going to have siege tanks without siege mode, but he's going to have siege tanks, Marauders, Hellions, Marines, maybe SCVs.
Maybe. Combat shields are on the way as well, but they're not going to be done for quite some time.
I love the circle of Zerglings, and then there's one that is playing musical chairs, running around, still looking for a chair that's open, even though the music stopped 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. That's a pretty good analogy. And here comes the army of Polt down through the center. Hellions try to get picked off by the Zerglings, but it's actually backing away. He's forced 18 Zerglings. That's 9 drones that LosirA is not making. So Polt's just going to back up, and I like that.
Now, if he does do this push, all he needs to do is keep that bunker and a siege tank back.
Right.
So he doesn't get counterattacked. Have his reinforcements at the bottom of the ramp. Because you need to be worried about that counterattack. If you can hold the counterattack, this push is going to just be so powerful.
You hit a lot of the units at first, and now LosirA is saying, oh, you actually have a lot more than what you originally had. And he's actually splitting, even sending more units down. Nice position here by Polt.
Trying to pin him in.
But I don't know, there may be too many Zerglings. Stim finishing just in time. Pretty close battle, but Polt does get the better end. Of course, Zergling's not really being able to get a surround there.
Yeah, he realized what was going on just in time and hugged that little corner just closely enough that he was able to hold it off and hold that thought. Here he comes in. He's sieged up now, trying to take him out before the siege smoke goes down. Tanks doing a lot of damage.
Targeted down the Roaches.
Zerglings.
Targeted down the Roaches. The Queens are out here for some reason. They're both taken out. And at this point, Polt's done so much damage, he doesn't even need to keep pushing.
Yeah, looks like he is going to go for the kill, though. He's got so many units, he stims again, but it doesn't even matter. Siege Tank is in play, and LosirA, who I think a lot of people thought was the favorite in this matchup, despite his poor performance against Terran, is really on the ropes now, forced to pull drones.
But hold that thought, he actually is going to clean up most of this army. Polt has a lot more units on the way. Does have that 3rd hatchery finished up, though. If he can hold this, he might be okay, but he's just lost so much already. Yeah, here comes the last-ditch effort. A lot of drones blowing off the line, and I thought he had an army somewhere, but he just doesn't.
Yeah, he's having to pull drones to fight with these Zerglings. The Queen coming out as well. LosirA fighting, but not able to survive. And LosirA, GG's, and Polt Prime has taken the win in spectacular fashion.
Look at him grinning over there.
Finally
so
able to let
out.
his emotions out. He was stoic the entire match. Finally winning, and LosirA looks pretty crushed.
He played well, though.
There.
He played well. He made all the right choices. Just lost a few units here and there, and the drones obviously is the deciding factor in that game. Losing all those drones was huge. Had he not lost, imagine if he had not lost 14 drones.
Yeah.
I mean, whoa.
Yeah, he had to produce all drones after that attack, and he had 3 Zerglings and a Queen as his whole army there, while Polt was sitting on this big army. So when he pushed, instead of having a base army to work from, which he would have been able to with all his larvae, he didn't have a base army and was just barely scraping by, holding things off for such a long time. Yeah. So props to Polt, though.
Yeah, really nice timings, nice Hellion control. He targeted those drones perfectly. And a lot of that game did come down to LosirA's mistake of pulling the drones, but those things happen.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think Zergs underestimate Hellions when they're not Blue Flame upgraded.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, well, they don't have the Blue Flame, so they'll kill
And
things
there's only
quite as
2
fast.
of them, right?
Yeah, but when there's 4 Hellions, it doesn't matter. They still, if all 4 Hellions land, it still one-shots drones. So, as we saw, one-shots lots of drones.
Yeah, you got to split those drones a little bit better.
If they're not split up at all.
Or, I mean, even attacking with the drones would have been better in that situation. Have the queen beat on him, but pulling him off in a line like that is like the last thing you want to do. Polt just walked by, looks really happy. Gerard Prime, the coach, giving a pat on the back.
Yes, indeed. And, you know, that's one of the crazy things about the Super Tournament is there are so many good players put in one place that you end up having situations where, like, a really strong player is eliminated in the first round. We've already had a couple upsets, and it's just amazing how that turns out. So, unfortunately, LosirA, who could have gotten very far against other matchups, I would say, is going to go down here in round of 64. We're going to take a quick break before we get to our final match of the day, Huck versus Son. You do not want to miss that.
Don't go
Come
anywhere.
back in 2.